Hey y'all, today we're going to be doing a reading for the sign of Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, or Jupiter. And this is just for the person that's on your mind whenever you come across the title. It's for July 2022, and I've already pre-shuffled the cards before I started to save time for y'all on the video. So this first one is going to just be the general information about what's going on currently that kind of tells you if this is something that's going to resonate with your story. And then we'll get a most likely outcome. And then the advice cards can be for any sign, anybody, and it can be for any part of your life. Just whatever wants to randomly come out in 5 cards. All right, Leo. That was weird. Did you see that? 8 of Wands in the reverse. It's kind of weird that means blocked communication when that card literally just jumped up out the deck. You've seen it. I'm going to have to go back and rewind and watch it and see if it popped out the way I saw it. So, blocked communication. But to me, like, you can have other cards that can mean you're not communicating. That's just like nothing going on. But it's like there's a lot going on underneath that's being held back, you know? That's the way I feel when I see the 8 of Wands reversed. That's too many. It's just like there may be a lot going on underneath between you and this person. Yeah, what did I say? Tower, 10 of Wands, 2 of Swords reversed. This person is just waiting. I'm reading the left side as you and the right side as them. And the center energy is just the mutual combining energies. This person is not giving up. They're waiting. They have the 7 of Pentacles, the 2 of Wands, and the World card. They're waiting, and what they're waiting on is for whatever needs to come together for like a whole new cycle, a whole new chapter with you, because the 7 of Pentacles is a card of waiting on, trying to patiently wait for something. It kind of reminds me of after you've planted the seeds and in real life and the flowers are going to come up. So you're patiently waiting for that end result, but it's going to take a little bit of time. Then they got the 2 of Wands here, like, should I, take action here? Should I communicate? Should I not? Back and forth, thinking about that. Stay in my comfort zone here, or should I get out of my comfort zone and say something? And it's like they're waiting for this magical thing to happen so that you and them can have this whole nother chapter or this whole nother adventure or journey together, this whole nother relationship, whatever it is. For the World card, for them, it's a general energy reading. But they're not really doing anything about it. You know what I'm saying? The mutual energy, or the heart of the spread mutual energy, is always significant, and that's the Knight of Wands. So the connection between you and this person overall is very it's sporadic. It's unreliable. A Knight of Wands is very, very into it when he's into it, but then he may be gone in 30 minutes. You may see him today and you may not see him again for a week. And there's no rhyme or reason to how you connect. It's not very grounded. But then you have the Queen of Pentacles at the bottom between you and them. And the 5 of Swords is in the reverse. So I feel like there's a past here of some kind where there was a lot of conflict and also a lot of almost like deceptive energies. I'm noticing, and when I notice something, that's when I say it, because I know this card like the back of my hand, but I'm just noticing this is more like these 2 people are looking like they've done lost, and this person is like looking back at those 2. So to me, it's like there was a third energy that got in the way of you 2. And this could have been work or anything. It doesn't have to be another boyfriend or girlfriend or whatever. So open your mind up a little bit more. It could have been a family member or anybody, like just some energy. And it wasn't just anything that was accidental or happenstance. This energy has the look on their face. You know what I'm saying? Like, ha bitches. And these two have lost something significant to them. You know what I mean? So I feel like the person, place, or thing that was in the way had some intentions for that to happen, honestly. And you are very burdened in the current energy towards them because you have the Ten of Wands, but that's coming to the end of the burden, you know? It's like you've made a decision because the Two of Swords is in the reverse, so you're no longer caught up in your head. But since you've made the decision, it is burdensome to follow through with it because you feel as if the foundation you and this person have built together is not stable. So it needs to go away with the Tower card here. Even if that means rebuild it solidly in another way after you do inner work on yourself and they do the inner work on themselves. The thing is, what most people don't want to acknowledge, and there's nothing wrong with it, even attempting for it to happen, is when two people split up and they do the inner work separately, they can come back together in a whole new energy and it'll create a whole new dynamic on both sides. But it's just that both people must be willing to do that separately and alone. But I feel like the way you feel about it is it's very burdensome to allow it to go, but you're tired of trying to keep that tower together because you realize how unstable it is. With this being the mutual energy and it's the heart of the spread, that screams instability. But I feel like there is a very deep bond between you and this person because the Queen of Pentacles is here. And yes, I know she's grounded, but I'm not feeling that from this card with everything else that's surrounding it. I'm feeling it as this person has a special place in your heart as well as they feel the same way about you. And that's why they're in a little bit more of a denial energy. See, you're not, because you're burdened by the reality of this tower. You're burdened by the reality of it. You're like, this is not stable. It's got to go. Yes, it's very burdensome to follow through with it, but I feel like that's the decision I need to make. And you're a Leo, so once you make that decision, that's it, buddy. You're fixed. You're going to do it. You're going to follow through. But this person is still in a little bit of denial. There's not any communication going on. This is what's going on inside of them. They're just quietly kind of waiting, sitting with their little wand about whether they take action in some sort of way towards you. But what they know they're waiting on is some kind of news cycle to break out between you and them. And it's going, in their mind, it's going to be great and it's going to be grounded and good. But they've got to get out of that waiting for something magical to take place and actually get them a solid plan together, you know, get to working on themselves and stuff like that. All right, let's see what the most likely outcome is. I don't feel this is bad. I just feel like this was like something you had to make like a head over heart decision and decide that even if you have a good bond with the person, if it's a rickety ass tower that's pretty much an old piece of shit tower, it needs to go away and something that is more stable needs to be in place of it. Whether it's with this person or someone else, period. Or it's just you building your own stable, solid foundation. You just made up your mind, pretty much, Leo. I feel like you've made up your mind, and yes, this person is very special to you in some kind of way. They have a special place in your heart for them. With that Queen of Pentacles there, that's what I feel that means. But you're not going to allow them to pull you down the path of a rickety-ass bond, a rickety-ass tower any longer. It's like you've had enough. All right. The Hangman in the reverse is the overall energy. And I'm going to do the same thing I did a while ago. We're going to read the left side as you and the right side as them. And there's the Eight of Wands in the upright on their side. And we're going to see what the most likely outcome is. Okay, so On your side, you have the Seven of Wands, the Ace of Pentacles reversed, and the Emperor. See, you're taking charge. That's where that Two of Swords in the reverse was in the first spread on your side. And when I remember the prior spread with the card, I always look at it more as like this is a clarifier or a continuance of the first card. And with the Two of Swords reversed as your first card, now the Emperor here, it's like you're making that decision, you're bossing up as far as what you will accept in your life, even from people that have a special place in your heart. You're no longer allowing that to make all the decisions. You got some self-worth you're building up here, Leo, and I like it. And you still feel like, yes, there's potential here with the Ace of Pentacles reversed for this to turn into something, but it's all on this person. It's all on what they're needing, what they're willing to do. And honestly, I feel like this person is doing a whole lot of inner work. I'm talking about like on a subconscious level while they're splitting up from you. Because the Moon with the Eight of Wands, I wish I could say that I think this is going to be a lot of communication, but I don't. I think this is a lot of movement on a subconscious level with this person. This person's doing a lot of work subconsciously. And one of the mutual cards between y'all is the Eight of Pentacles. That's also a card that can speak to inner work, even if not always, but just with whatever else is going on here. I feel like they're dealing with some issues that they had around some kind of bitterness they dealt with. I don't know, they've become bitter over something to do, like, because it's got Queen of Swords reversed. So to me, that's like it's produced a bitter energy within them. But I don't think it's anything to do with you. But I think this issue, whatever it is coming up because they're doing all this work on themselves with the Moon card here. I really do feel that. And I feel like you probably aren't even aware of what's going on as far as the work they're doing on themselves, because y'all are kind of split up and you're guarded against them too. You're like, really, if you need to, you will pop somebody with the wand. You know what I'm saying? You're kind of guarded against this person coming towards you because you're ready to defend yourself about the decision you made regarding the Tower card earlier. It's like you're ready, you're prepared because you've built your self-worth up to a point now. It's like, I'm prepared to explain myself and justify why I'm not willing to accept a rickety ass tower. The Seven of Cups is in between y'all as a mutual energy. But I really don't feel like it's a whole lot of going after a lot of options or anything. I feel like it's saying between these two people, the possibilities are endless as this work is being done. As you work on your self-worth, which I'm going to tell you, you really are doing it because you're in the Seven of Wands with the Emperor. That's self-worth all day long. Then this person, Eight of Wands and the Moon, is, you know, a lot of movement on a subconscious level for this person, which will produce a lot of different results in their reality as time goes on. But it's not something that happens in a week or a day. Like, this is a weekly reading, yes. You see this is happening, yes. But this may not be something that you see immediately at all. In fact, I know it won't be if they've just started the inner work thing. The heart of the spread is the Three of Swords reversed, which tells me as you work through your self-worth issues and whatever else you got going on, and they do their subconscious shit, and y'all are split up for the time being, you are also simultaneously healing the heartbreak that you felt from each other. And I do feel like the possibilities are endless. It's just based on how far they take this and how far you take this. So that was good, Leo. Let's see what the advice, I keep saying most likely outcome because you know I ain't got good sense. Let's get the advice. This can be about anything. It doesn't have to be about this person. I done run my mouth for 14 minutes. If y'all still listening to me, y'all got some, what do you call it? Eight of Wands. Ace of Swords. Ten of Wands reversed. So work on releasing the burden. I just want to say that because I remember you have the Ten of Wands on your side. Knight of Swords reversed and Magician. You can manifest whatever the fuck you want, Leo. It's going to take you releasing the burden and being real honest with yourself and a lot of movement on like that subconscious level with that person, you doing some of that stuff with yourself. I feel like it's saying be mindful when you do have a conversation with this person, and don't be so swift to cut, as far as like if y'all have had a very rickety foundation before, don't bring that into the energy when you do decide to communicate with this person. Just be very straightforward, clear cut, to the point. And as long as your self-worth isn't compromised by communicating with this person, you got to have that whole intuition going on there. And you'll know your situation. I'm not there to tell you, but I'm just saying, don't be swift and quick to cut, towards the person verbally. Because with the Magician closing out the card, I feel like that is you manifesting whatever it is you desire. And if you just kind of do the whole do you boo-boo thing, and this person does that, and you do it apart from each other, and you take that break, I feel like the possibilities are endless. All right, Leo, that's been your reading, and thank you so much for watching.